All right, so welcome to part two of this fairly long question that we've got on developing a master budget for a manufacturing organization. And in what we said was in the first video, we've got part A, B, C, D, and E. Now, part A was a production budget, and we're going to need some of those figures. But we're working on the purchases budget. So, a couple of things real quickly here that we need to be aware of to be able to do this. Um, One thing is this item right here where it says each unit of finished product requires 1 unit of raw materials. That will not always be the case. So this makes our question a little bit easier here. So current requirements in units, we're going to have to go back over here to the production budget that we've already completed to get that information. But we also need to we're going to have to find some other information up in the set of facts. So current requirements in terms of units, we've already calculated this over here in part A. And so for the month of January, we figured out that we needed 11,000 units, and for February, 14,600. We also figured out some other things. But let's focus on these two numbers right here. And so I'm just going to go ahead and plot these here. Since we've already calculated them, there's no reason to start from scratch. If you're just picking it up with this video, you can always um, go back to when I had the part A open and do a screenshot or something like that. Desired ending inventory. So this is going to be a matter of policy, and it should be up here. So we want 20% of the following month's sales units, finished goods inventory, but raw materials, we want 10% of the following month's production. So we can come down here and we can say, okay, well, we have 14.6 for the following month. Let's see here. Times 10%, 0.1. So that's going to give us 1460. And so our total requirements for January would just be the 1460 plus the 11,000. Okay, so 12,460. Less beginning inventory. Well, back in December, we figured that we would want 10% of the materials for January. And keep in mind, this is a budget. So 10% of 11,000 would simply be 1,100. Okay. And so we can subtract this 1,100 from the 12,460, and this will be 11,360. That's the number of units that we are going to, of raw materials that we're going to need for the production for the month. Now, the purchase dollars, this particular question does something I'm not real crazy about. I had to think about this a little bit. But our direct materials, they ran out of room, I guess, and they couldn't fit in a dollar sign here. They got it for the selling and administrative variable cost, but they didn't get it for any of these. So this is $12 per unit. So what we have to do is just take this 11,360 and multiply by 12. And if we do that, we can convert. We can say, okay, how much am I going to purchase in terms of inventory? And then we can check our answers and hopefully be correct, and we are. So, well, I'm sorry, that was the production budget. Let's get back over here to the purchases budget, but we did that one okay also. So I'll go ahead and close this video out, and we'll start another video right away.